Okay, we're going to take and scan this student's, this is Antonio Beltrame, how you say it?
Beltrame.
Beltrame, okay, this is his drawing sheet that he created, so it automates his drafting process. The first thing he has to do once he's got it drafted is he's got to take it over here and put it on this printer scanner and scan it. And what we're going to do is we're going to scan it from this computer, from this printer here, off to a memory stick, and we're going to take it and put it back in Photoshop. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing I do is I want to make sure that I use the upper left corner, and that's going to be the orientation of my sheet, and I gently push it to that upper corner there. And I hold my finger here and gently pull it down and shut it. And I'll take my thumb drive here, or memory stick, whatever you're going to call it, and we're going to plug it into this. And it says USB memory active. Good. Now hit the scan button, and I'll say scan to media, which would be, in this case, looks like an SD card, but it's really a memory stick. So I'll select that, and I set to 200 dots per inch, and I'll hit start. And you can hear the scanner is actually running, and it's scanning the document to his memory stick that he's got right here. It's creating it in a PDF file. We'll bring the PDF file up in Photoshop here in a moment. It says next page. Do not remove me. We'll say do not remove media. We'll say no. And I believe it's closing out the file and resetting itself. Okay, we're ready to go. So I can take this out here, and then I can open this up and take my drawing, or his drawing. So let's go over to your computer, and we'll come over here. Where are you sitting in?
Right there.
Okay. We're going to come over here, and we're going to load this memory stick into his computer here. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to open up Photoshop, and I don't know where it's at, so I'm going to key in Photoshop. Actually, I do know where it's at. Let's go to All Programs. We'll come down here to Photoshop, and we'll open that up. Now, while it's opening that up, I want to double check that my memory stick is actually plugged into the computer and working properly. Yep, it says removable disk. I'll click on it, and it says brother. I'll click on it, and there's the PDF file, as you see right here, that I'm going to open. Now, once it's opened, once Photoshop is completely opened up, I'll collapse that window, and there's Photoshop. We're going to open up that memory stick. We need quiet, please. We're recording. So once that's open, we'll come up here and say open in Photoshop, and we'll go and find his file right here and open that. So it's going ahead and bringing the file in. So that brought it in just fine. We're going to go to Image, Rotation, Clockwise 90 degrees. And there it is. Now what we'll do is we'll print that file here. And to make multiple drawings of this, we're going to print it to the other printer. So we'll change that to Landscape here. Give it a moment. It'll change to Landscape. We're going to say 5 copies. Where's your keyboard?
Right there.
Okay, we'll say 5 copies here, and then we'll hit enter. And then there, it'll go out to this printer, and we'll say print. It says the paper's going to exceed the size. Go ahead and proceed anyway. Now let's go over to the printer, which would be over here. Printer's not turned on. And the printer's not hooked up to the internet, so let's go ahead and pause. Now, we went ahead and hooked up the cable. It says it's ready. We may have to go launch the print job again, but it's all plugged in. It's all ready to go. I'm going to hit OK. And double check our printer. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to print off this project. Okay, so this is apparently somebody else's work here. Oh, here we go. And so here's Antonio's drafting sheet. Now we'll probably need to go back in, take the color out so that it prints fine. But that's the whole process from taking a drawing all the way to scanning it, to bringing it in Photoshop, and to launching it and sending it to print. Now all he has to do is print multiple copies. His drafting sheet's already set up.